Today we're touring a custom home with its own private body of water, but that's not even the most impressive part. What is the most impressive thing is it has over 7 acres of land in one of Central Florida's most charming cities. And in today's video, I'm here to walk you through this property from start to finish. Let's begin. For anybody new to this channel, my name is Renzo Montiuti, founder and leader of the Satori Group, a prominent real estate group here in Central Florida. And on this YouTube channel, I'm here to essentially show you a whole blend of different types of properties. I'm here to show you luxury homes, homes with big acreage, affordability properties, new construction, resale, and also giving you insights into some of the coolest areas here in Central Florida. But today, my friends, we are here in Mount Dora, Florida, touring one of the best listings, not just in Mount Dora, but in all of Central Florida. Now, before we dive deep into this property and the city of Mount Dora, let's just make sure you have a really good foundation of this property, where it's located, and what to expect throughout this video. I believe knowledge is a precursor to experience, so let's give you a little bit of knowledge. The property itself is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2,597 square feet of under air living space. It's gonna come with the 4-car garage, and the property itself is situated on 7.1 acres of land. You're also gonna have an extra cottage that's about 18 by 24 feet, and you're gonna have some extra structures on the property where you can create your own experience. You even have a workshop. This is a property that can offer you almost anything you're really looking to do. Now, before we step inside, let's get you a little information on where it's located. Now, this property is located in Mount Dora, Florida, which is just 35 minutes northwest of downtown Orlando. This property is only 7 minutes away from downtown Mount Dora. The city is 184 feet above sea level, which is the reason behind the name Mount in the Dora. The city itself was settled in 1874, grew to 371 residents by 1910. This area has an estimated about 19,000 people living in the city, and it has very steady population growth of about 3 to 4% annually. Now, if you're trying to understand what kind of vibe and attraction it's going to give you, it'll give you like that New England of the South, known for its quaint downtown, live oak canopies, the brick sidewalks, and Victorian/Mediterranean architecture. Now, this is a city that also gives you a ton of culture. You're gonna have the Festival City, hosts over 30 festivals annually. You're gonna have some museums, you're gonna have some parks as well, and you're gonna have Lake Dora that is connected to the Harris chain of lake, which is over 70,000 acres of boating and fishing. And really, at the end of the day, it's one of those cities that's super walkable, and you have a ton of mom and pop shops, and you really just wanna have a great time. So it's a place where you go, and every single time you're gonna have an amazing time. A lot of mom and pop restaurants, and then you can go watch a sunset on Lake Dora. Now, on a grander scale, we're about 38 minutes from Walt Disney World and Universal and all the parks and attractions of Disney. And then if you do like to travel or you travel for work, the international airport's gonna be about 45 minutes away from this property. Now, of course, living in Florida, we have some of the most beautiful beaches in the entire world. So if you are looking to go to the beach, it's only gonna be about an hour drive to the East Coast beaches, probably about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 if you wanna get to the West Coast. A few recommendations: on the West Coast, Clearwater Beach or Sarasota. If you wanna go further down south, Fort Myers, Marco Islands, Siesta Key. On the East Coast, you're gonna have New Smyrna. Of course, Daytona is really famous, but New Smyrna is gonna kind of match Mount Dora's vibe. It's gonna give you that old school Florida charm with one of the most beautiful beaches in Florida. Now, Tampa's about an hour and a half away. Miami's gonna be about 4 hours away. We're gonna have Jacksonville about 2 hours north of us. Now, at the end of the video, I have a special message for all my returning viewers. And also, I'm gonna make sure we can give you all the finances on this property and be as transparent as possible. We're not just here to show you a home. We're here to lay everything down in front of you so you guys have a really good understanding of this property and also deepen your knowledge here on the Central Florida real estate market. So with that, my friends, let's go ahead and get started on the tour. So the property has 2 different driveways, and you're gonna notice as we tour the home, you're gonna have a driveway leading up to your gate that's gonna get you entered into the actual property itself. You have another driveway on the northeast corner of the property that's gonna have another gate to get to the back area of your home. Now, here in the front, you're also gonna have a lot of mature standing oak trees. Gives it a really elegant vibe, and you're gonna have landscaping around it. The whole entire piece of land is fenced in, and the property itself is fenced in with different retaining walls. This is a property where the country style is gonna meet modern convenience, and you're gonna see that throughout this whole video. Now, the home itself is a concrete home. It was built in 2018, and it was 100% custom built. As you see, you're gonna have your beautiful front porch here at the home. Also some beautiful stonework. And ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get inside. Let's go. As we get closer to the front of the property here, we have our beautiful porch area. Now, me personally, this is where I have my nice cup of tea in the morning, or if I just want to watch the sunset or something like that, this is going to be a perfect place. Now, here at the front, we're also going to have a 4-car garage that we're going to check out in just a bit. And it honestly is any man's dream to have a garage like this. But anyways, let's get inside. Now, stepping into the home, the first thing you notice is this is just gonna give you a very charming country vibe. Here in the foyer, first thing I notice is above my head, you're gonna have these natural wood beams. Below my feet, we're gonna have the pattern engineered hardwood and ceramic tiles. And then as you come into the home, right to your left-hand side, we're gonna have 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom that can have a little bit extra privacy with this wooden barn door. So if you follow me this way, here we're gonna have our 2 guest bedrooms. What's nice is that these are oversized guest bedrooms. Typically when you buy new construction or look at homes, some of the newer homes in today's day are a little bit tighter. This one you have plenty of space. You're gonna have your walk-in closet right over here. And as you can see, you can fit a lot of things in your room. So if you have kids, family, someone staying in town, you have plenty of space for it. Here we have the second room. We're gonna continue with the engineered flooring as well. A window facing the east side of the property. This also gives you a good idea of the spacing. A good sized bed, your walk-in closet right over here. Overall, very spacious. Love the wood accent wall. And yeah, as we step out, these 2 bedrooms are gonna be sharing this bathroom. We're gonna transition from engineered hardwood here to scattered ceramic tile flooring. Nice chiseled countertop, toilet, tub, ceramic going to the top of the ceiling, nice and elegant. If you follow me this way, we step into the heart of the home. We're gonna have our living room, kitchen, dining, and your office right here in the heart of the property. And it's so nice when you have a home that is gonna give you that country charm with a slightly modern design as well. And having it nice and open is just icing on the cake. Few things here, you're gonna have natural wood beams from the living room to the kitchen, so all the way throughout this space. Now, this is a formal living room. You're gonna have your electric fireplace, nice mantle, TV. You get the idea, perfect place to design. Nice fan picture coming with the home as well. And right off of the living room, we're gonna have our office space. So you could use this as a 4th bedroom if needed, but this really bodes well for that office, maybe even a meditation space. Also, this property has really good security systems, so I imagine this is gonna be conveying with the home as well. And not only that, this is gonna have a door right out to the front, to the patio. So this could be kind of like a separate entrance as well. If you notice here, the whole house is gonna have plantation shutters, which is a nice value add. Now, as we step out here, we step in to the kitchen, and you can tell everything was custom done here. Now here we have our reclaimed wood island, which really, I don't think I've ever seen a property have this. So this is so nice. You're also gonna have the attached stools to the island, nice light fixtures, extra cabinetry down below. Behind me, you're gonna have 52-inch cabinets going to the top of the ceiling with crown molding. You're also gonna have your stovetop, your hood. And also another cool thing is you're gonna have a copper sink, which is gonna be looking out to your front porch and the front of the home. And I think any country home or any country design, you're gonna want that. You got your fridge right over here, tons of cabinet space, built-in oven and microwave. Truly, this kitchen is something else. Now, right off the kitchen, this is definitely the house where you're gonna have your Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners. This is gonna be perfect even if you have a big family, plenty of space. In my parents' culture, my father's Italian, my mother's Venezuelan, and I was growing up, it was always a thing where we'd always sit down. On a traditional night, it's always arepas. Arepas or pasta, one or the other. And we would just sit down and talk about our day, talk about how things are going. And my brother and I would talk about school and soccer. My parents, who knows what they're talking about. This is the perfect place, to have those intimate conversations. Now, as you see here, overall, the heart of this home, it gives you a super cozy vibe. And whenever I'm working with people, helping them find their dream home, on paper, some homes might be good, but it's also the feeling that a home gives you. I don't know if you're very spiritual or religious in whatever way, but those are things I ask you to tap into when you are home searching, because truly the best home is the one that gives you the best feeling, the one that's gonna really feel like home. I've stepped in a lot of homes, but not many homes give me that feeling, and this one does. Now, before we head this way, I wanna show you the master bedroom. Let's go. Now, stepping into the master bedroom, nice accent wall, beautiful ceiling. You have a door going out to the patio space as well. I don't know about you, but one thing that's truly great to do is just as soon as you wake up, get outside, go put your bare feet on the grass, go smell the fresh air. It always makes a big difference. It's nice to have that access there. If you follow me in this way, we're gonna have the master bathroom or primary bathroom. Here you're gonna have your barn doors. Behind it is gonna be some extra storage. Here you got a nice linen closet. And then we step into primary bath. You got a sink over here, a sink over there, so you're gonna have double sinks, your nice standing tub. I love this detail here that they had this really nice light, and this is just an extra fixture. Instead of just having this hanging here, they added this, and it makes it like it's a part of it, which is really cool. Nice mantle as well. Your caved in shower, super neat. You're gonna have 2 shower heads. And then here we have the walk-in closet with automatic lights and custom cabinetry, ladies and gentlemen. Nice light fixture. And we continue through. We're gonna have scattered ceramic tile in here, and then in here is gonna be your private toilet. So all in all, really beautiful primary bath. Now, follow me this way. Let's go to the west side of the house and check out the laundry room and the garage. So if you follow me, here we're gonna have the toiletry, as you can see here, the toilet. And this is gonna be the half bath, perfect powder room for when you have guests over. And then here we have the laundry room, washer, dryer. You're gonna have a copper sink as well, tons of storage and cabinetry space. And again, the plantation shutters as well. And then if you follow me this way, all the men watching this video, now it's our time. Let's go. Now the perfect thing is you have 2-car entrance. You can easily fit 4 really large cars or trucks. If you need to work on anything, it's great. And you have the garage door going out to the back. So you're gonna see some extra structures on the property where they clearly had some work done. So you can turn that into an outdoor workshop. And then you have your indoor workshop right over here. In the property, everything you've seen so far is negotiable. The seller is saying that they're willing to negotiate furniture. This is truly the dream for anybody who likes to create. So follow me this way. We're gonna step out to the back patio space. Here it looks like we have some nice tile in the back, plenty of room screened in. Here in Florida, you know, we got bugs. It's a normal thing. But here it's gonna be nice and peaceful. You got your smoker, and this is what I'm talking about. I recently bought a big green egg, and I tried to smoke some short rib, and I got a little impatient. It said like 6 to 8 hours, and I was trying to do it in like 3 to 4 hours. But anyways, I'm working on my smoking skills, so if you got any tips, let me know. And this is where you hang out and watch the sunsets with your husband or wife, your kids. I don't wanna leave. So now, my friends, we toured the whole house. Let's go ahead and take a look at the backyard, and personally, one of my favorite things about this specific property. So if you follow me this way, now we're stepping out of the property. Right over there, we're not gonna go in there, but it's where you're gonna have your well. Now, I want you to know you also have a nice retaining wall here on the edges of the property, but even on the other side of the retaining wall is a driveway that leads all the way to the back garage and shops in the back of the property. So the way to think about this is the home itself is enclosed, and then you have extra property around it, which is really neat. And to get in and out, you're gonna have a gate. Now right over here, we have an 18 by 24 cottage. This is air conditioned as well with electric. So this is perfect for anybody who wants privacy, right? Me personally, I do a lot of meditations, and this would definitely be the spot to do it. Now, entering into the cottage, this is just so perfect if you want some extra privacy. Maybe you want an arts and crafts room, or you want a meditation space. Me personally, I do like 2 to 3 hours of meditation a day, and I'd probably just redesign this whole entire area into a personalized private space. Honestly, this could be your game room or boys room or watch room. You know, if you like UFC or if you're watching soccer or NFL, but really I just wanna know what you guys would do. Put it in the comments. I'm really curious to hear, what would you do with this space? It's bigger than even a typical master bedroom. It's kind of like the size of a living room. So what would you do? You got plenty of natural light coming in here as well. A nice fan, air conditioned, boom. Let's keep it going. Now stepping back out, my friends, when you have a 7-acre property, it's a lot of walking. They did have an RV in the garage, so that makes sense. As you can see, you have plenty of more space back here for creation. If you want to do an extra in-law unit or create some extra landscaping here, or plant some trees, or honestly create a garden, like that's not a bad idea. But what's great is that you have the opportunity. Plenty of land, plenty of space. Right over here, we have an extra structure where you can store a boat, store some extra cars, work on whatever you want to work on. Really gives it all, gives you everything. So here we have another covered building structure with a metal roof. Might be aluminum. Aluminum's metal, right? So yeah, I mean, so much space for creativity, and I think that's the idea for the sellers. They had such a bright imagination for all these things they wanted to do, and it's so cool. Now that this house is being sold, someone can come in here with their ideas, and what's crazy is how much you get for the price on this house, which we'll talk about in a bit. But first, let me show you the pond. So now, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that this is truly a property. Great location, great space, great size. You have a beautiful house, bunch of opportunity with building structures, and a nice elegant pond. Ladies and gentlemen, the price of this home is $1.57 million. It's currently on the market as this video is going live. We have a link to the property in the description below. For anybody also interested in maybe looking for a property like this or similar in a different area, you know, we have all the resources to find you. If you're looking for something custom, we can help you with that as well. If you're looking for a piece of land and want to build on it, that's also something we can help with. And ultimately, our goals here is to just get you closer to your dream home. And truly, I have such a passion for what I do, and it's such a good feeling whenever we help someone get into their dream home and start a new chapter of their lives. And lastly, I just want to end off, I just came back from a 7-day, week-long advanced meditation retreat of Joe Dispenza. It was my 6th retreat. As I kind of ended the week, I just had so much gratitude for everything we do here. The team, my family, the business, my clients, everything. I just want to say I'm so grateful. If anyone's still watching by this point of the video, I'm grateful for the life we get to live. I'm grateful that us as human beings, a collective consciousness, get to experience 3-dimensional reality together, and it is a blessing, and I don't take a day for granted anymore. And it took me a long way to get here, but honestly, I just want to end this video off with gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.